Welcome back to another episode of where we get to enjoy the lovely time in this fantasy world, one that is oh so dangerous. Rushing on to a red dragon, what could possibly go wrong, especially with a crew of 4. They failed once with a team comprised of many more people, some that were actually competent as well. Still failed so horribly. This could only go well. How much of this ancient village in the dungeon is going to be left standing at least? I'm half expecting their plans to somewhat pay off, but have massive consequences for everyone else. But the main question is, did they make it in time? Did they lollygag? Did they gallivant around? Did they wander a bit too close to the sun? Should have had one breakfast less. The main question, has the dragon already finished its digestion? We have to find out, so grab a drink, sit down, and let's begin. It did sound like wood scraping across. There's a lot of writing up the walls. Is this some protective ward? No. It's like the demolition tape setting up the area to safely bring down this room. Is it really the time to start questioning this? But it does leave you with no fallback. Let's hope her timing is actually good. You know, if you bring down that walkway a little bit too early, if the dragon hesitates, you've just wasted your one and only opportunity. Yeah, this is episode 11, and with that, I'm really kind of expecting a lot, considering we're doing the big fight against the dragon here on the halfway point of the season. So what could that come to mean? It's either, they get what remains of her and bring it back to the surface, and then following that journey, or it doesn't work, and you got, I don't know what else then. The mystery, something in this dungeon being being a different solution, maybe. But we've seen, like, spirits and souls cling on to life even if they don't have physical forms, so maybe she exists but only in the dungeon? That could be a way. But considering this is, a nutritional show as such, I really don't know which way it's going to try and take it. Or how long before their next big meal. He is a chunky boy. That's actually quite a decent idea to get its attention. Also, I do like that they're using a wooden mallet and then the ladle for the different sounds. Pretty fast. I mean, if it's got nothing to block its way. The hopeful tune in the background is something I can get behind. And if it doesn't, so you just got to listen out for it. Well, there you go. Time for cover. Is it just... Yeah, it is get behind the shields. Or pots. Or woks. What are the fuel reserves like of a dragon? You didn't think about heat dispersion. Seriously? Rather than throw it, just drop it. Also, no one brought any gloves or anything. Oh. So it's really, really good for cooking, but maybe it's just separate material physics and whatnot, specifically for dragons. We're back to the fun style of animation. I do like it when it gets a bit janky. They're in a bit of a panic at the minute. They can't really think in calculated terms. Are they in position? Apparently so. Also, she had to be on top of it? Couldn't you have had a remote trigger or something? Ah, okay, that's fine. Feather falling. But now she is riding a dragon if it's actually captured and not got stuck halfway down. Don't ever celebrate until you've confirmed. Yeah. Oh. Did Chiltok just take a breeze block to the noggin? Is its vision based on movement? I mean, the kind of peripheral vision and whatnot of... Oh no, don't play up now. I mean, it is a living being. Where the... Oh, Chiltok was a bit late there. So have to invent a few. Or, insult him in a language that doesn't have to be translated. I like that idea. What a place to die. Especially with the magic that she has remaining. Yeah, his poorly maintained axe wasn't going to do anything against it. Against its ankle scales. His good knife. The one that he was keeping... Whoa. The only thing that he cares more about in this world than his own life. It is... He would pass this down through the generations as a family heirloom. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Now are you going to get it out? Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts. You've just really annoyed it now. Is there anything in your book to really help in this situation to play it through. Up. Okay, I liked that moment of contemplation and whatnot. I thought she was just going to run away. So she... The... Huh. So do everything, don't just give up. Be a insult to everyone that you've bested so far. Yeah, come on. Is he going to be able to flick it back? That's a... It would, yeah. Give the minute the century allowed. Is our boy Chilchuck, the non-combatant, going to be a hero of the hour? I mean, taking out an entire degree of vision. Take it up, even if it means the brickwork comes with it. Oh, another one. He's getting very acquainted with the brickwork. Good that she had some protective charms. But if she sustained damage from that, what would happen if a dragon hit her? So every second you spend here is another second that they don't have. Did he see that Chilchuck managed to blind it? At least on one side. Okay. Huh. Send himself skyward on the plan. On the pan. They may not have the best strategies down. They may not be the most fully fledged adventurer party, but the ability of theirs to think on their feet here, gotta give him that. Absolutely not. So now you do have a fuse. You didn't have to stand on top of the thing, but I guess... Yeah, sneak attacks generally work better if you don't scream. Yeah, the timing would be a little off if she had to have a short fuse and whatnot as well. It'll be... Is he going to emulate when she got eaten in order to... I mean, he won't be dropped. Oh, only one leg. I guess that's a decent compromise. Definitely one way to get under. That is ingenious, if not a little... A little insane to think about pulling off. Involuntary tightening. He's just lost that leg, but was it deep enough? I liked the colour grading we saw before, the black dragon with the weak point showing up. He's like he's in some hunter vision mode. And then the complete silence after the fact. This episode is being quite cinematic about it. Big battle possibly out the way. Time for a flashback. Is he going to get her into trouble by trying to find this ghost of the graveyard? Or is this where they learn that she is actually somewhat competent as some sort of cleric? If there's a complete lack of... She could use some moisturizer there. Yeah. The regret of finding exactly what you were looking for. Excuse me? Some lingering regrets. Something about the ring. What was he? Tricked during life, so the wedding ring is nothing but a curse now. Yeah, he didn't like his wife very much. Oh? But the best way to exercise a spirit? A big stick. Of course, nothing to lift in the mood and have a bit of a nice moment between siblings, like a bit of grave robbing. Did he buy it, though? Is that why? In what way? Injuring your own kin is not exactly unheard of. That's some decent advice, I guess. Giving her a future to look forward to, I guess. Some job prospects that may not come. Why is his hand so massive there? Might not come to him immediately. I mean, we've seen the Canid for the other adventurer party, but field of wheat and everything. Holy Christ, are they using this for a... They got there too late. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen things like Gladiator and shit like that is where we've seen that kind of vision. I think in Vinland Saga and stuff it is that as well, but I mean, I see a horn down there, but he's a little more resilient than we should give him credit for, but I mean, internal damage is something you can't just immediately know about. Especially should he be speaking for Chilchuck that he did a full front roll. And especially when you've got a bleed on the brain and internal swelling. A hearty meal is all he needs. I think Laos may need it a bit more. This is the only thing that has truly brought out fear in him. Is he going to lose an inch on the left-hand side? You know, some rupturing of all of them. It's going to leave a scar, though. And with that, they've got a decent feast on their hands. Are they going to remember about Fallon, though? They are now, the heroes of the level took down a dragon. Is the little mollusk living in his blade still there, considering he didn't try and fight back at all? And when he was stuck onto the paving slabs and whatnot, essentially really had to pull. So they were just giving it a paper cut. How much of a weak point then was that inverse scale if only half a sword was enough to immediately take it down? Hit something hard? They're going excavating inside the dragon. They're cutting out a little cave. Yeah, I would put my hair up as well if this was what you had to wade through. A fleshy, squishy mine. Oh, they picked the right... That's a big waterbed. Is this even the right dragon? Maybe it's like a cow. Yeah, it's a big beast. Ah, okay. I mean, did they see her be fully eaten? True. It was on constant move, wasn't it? Next option? The hell is that? Not in the stomach, not in the intestines. What else? Blah. Is this like... Alright, so it's like an owl or a whale, I guess. Is that a dragon ambergris? Ha! Huh. Hair. Might need a bit more than that. Jesus Christ, having to put... There, okay, well, there's a confirmation. Or that. It's not often you hold a sibling's skull. I mean, they have hopefully steeled themselves for proper eventualities and issues that might have arose from this, but so close to the goal of finding the dragon, taking it down, and now finding remnants of the sister. They've got to have a bloody strong priest on their sides to bring her back like this. Considering they're saying that... Where does it... I'm guessing it requires the soul to revive someone, and therefore a body. Where does the soul reside? Is it in the bones that are left behind? Or something a little more intangible? Something that digests a bit easier? Oh, Christ, from like the happy-go-lucky episodes where they're just kind of going against little mushroom creatures or stuff and having lunch to now that. Do they have to recover all of the pieces? Oh, God. I do like the old depressing and dark storyline, especially in a kind of fantasy environment and story. The likes of, having people you know and care about eaten by monsters. It's something I've witnessed and seen many times before. But it's never done so viscerally as, okay, now we'll show a slow dissection of the monster in question, a dragon, to recover the remains. That's not done anywhere. And in such a kind of a matter-of-fact way as well. It's really interesting in a very kind of body reclamation depressing way. At least the staff it seems to be in good nick. Might get a few coins from that. So, not all bad. So yeah, I am really quite apprehensive about what that field of wheat and golden rose was all about. If it was a reference to her spirit actually moving on and telling him to, it's fun, good try, but didn't work out. That would, if that is the case, then what can be done about it? Is there any other kind of mysteries left in this dungeon to uncover? After all, we've still got the elves that are slowly coming in up top, who've yet to make an appearance. We've got the... I don't know if immortal elf is the right word, but the elf from the paintings have yet to reappear. And the samurai guy, how is he going to feel about having the potential love of his life be reduced to some calcium deposits? There was no moment of calm in this episode. There was no sit down and have a lunch. We had that before. Now we're into the whole game plan. I think if it did, it would have cheapened the moment that we got out of it. So yeah, that was an interesting setback for one. But what were they expecting to see? Was this exactly the plan? So we'll take down the dragon and we'll get back something. Or was it, we'll take down the dragon because of the slow digestive tract and the time, we'll get back a mostly intact body, if a little worse for wear. This isn't worst case scenario. At least they found her. Unless it's someone else and this is the one big fucking red herring. With the hair and the staff, that's going to have to be difficult to play off. But with many good moments for the characters. Chilchuck, the non-combatant, as I said, actually doing what he does best. Sparrow, the moment kind of ad hoc weaponry, using the cooking kitchen knife for a throwing dagger, taking out the dragon's eye. It was a goddamn good throw. And Senshi being the hardy dwarf that we hoped that he was. I want to watch more now. Now. So, if I didn't have a work meeting, I would be getting into it. If you've enjoyed this episode, please let me know. I want to watch more. Hopefully you do as well. If I've entertained you, let me know. If you would run like hell and avoid a large red beast like this, lizard or not, you've probably got functioning brain cells, but let me know down below if you would have tried anything different. I really can't think of much. But hopefully you enjoyed. To make sure not to miss out, consider subscribing to the channel. You'll get notified of when videos come up. Or you can join onto my Discord as well for the extra security with notifications or votes and polls when new things need to come out, as well as plenty other stuff to keep you entertained. But for now, get yourself a little bit of rest. Watch what you eat, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm not going to get the vision of seeing out from the inside of a skull out from my head now. If you want to avoid yourself from digging through the bowels of a dragon, consider joining onto my Patreon. Help support the channel and not have to go searching for any cadavers. So I need to thank HDR, Darky26, Guado, Kite, Red Racer, Ultra Boring, Wolfie Sensei, Zcat, Zug, and everyone else for allowing me to do what I do without turning into some Fantasyland grade fertilizer.